racial inequality through nonviolent resistance, in his final years, he expanded his focus to include opposition towards poverty. Regretfully, this expanded focus was cut short by Dr. King's assassination in April of 1968. We can only imagine the impact that Dr. King would have had on upward economic mobility for the most disenfranchised in our country, and particularly in the South, had his life not been cut tragically short. I have to hope Dr. King would be pleased with the progress being made on a community level to address inequities in economic mobility. I have to hope that he would be pleased to see Spartanburg's story, and that he would be encouraged by the economic mobility efforts and strategies being undertaken in our community. In Spartanburg, we are all striving to make improvements through challenging ourselves to address the most vulnerable. We have much work to be done, but I believe we have a good start with the work already having begun, such as the United Way of the Piedmont's Financial Stability Initiative, the Spartanburg Network for Economic Mobility, hosted by the Spartanburg County Foundation, the Northside Initiative, and most recently, work being started in the Highland community, where we find ourselves today for the Mayor's Unity Breakfast. Being in the Highland community this morning, I reflected on the words of Brian Stevenson. In full disclosure, I've not yet seen the movie Just Mercy. I'm hoping to do that this weekend. But representatives from the Mary Black Foundation and from the Spartanburg County Foundation last November had the privilege of hearing Brian Stevenson speak at the 50th anniversary annual meeting of the Southeastern Council of Foundations. He spoke on the 4 steps to really change the world. Be proximate to the issues you care about. Change the narrative. Remain hopeful. Do uncomfortable things. Well, we as a community are certainly proximate this morning. We seek to change the narrative. We must remain hopeful. And it is time that we do some uncomfortable things. We often see this work in the government and nonprofit sectors, but in the private sector, we have a corporate leader in our midst who is also taking on these efforts in unity with other sectors. And he is not your typical national CEO. He is John Miller.